Good day everyone! In this lesson, we are going to be discussing the GDS or the Global Distribution System. However, this will primarily focus on the review of commands since the previous lessons or discussions have already tackled the different systems of commands. So we're just going to have a review. First, let's define what is Global Distribution System. As presented here on the screen, a global distribution system is a computerized network system owned or operated by a company that enables transactions between travel industry service providers, mainly airlines, hotels, car rental companies, and travel agencies. The GDS mainly uses real-time inventory to service providers. That means you can book multiple airlines at one place. A global distribution system is a computer network which empowers service providers in the travel industry to carry out seamless transactions. In particular, a GDS is often used by a travel agency to see real-time information and data about the availability of hotel rooms, flights, and other travel services. Mainly, there are 3 GDS available in the market. One is Amadeus, Sabre, and the third one is Galileo. But we will focus on Amadeus. With that being said, let's proceed to some of the basic commands and navigation used in the Amadeus. First, to display the current work area, the command is JD. To ignore, it's IG. MU for move up, MD for move down, MP for move top, MB for move bottom. ER is to end and retrieve, IR is to ignore and retrieve, and HE, which means help commands. Moving on to the next slide, we have additional commands here. First, to retrieve a list of airlines or availability, use AN. To book a specific flight, hotel, or car, the command is BK. FF command displays frequent flyer information, and FS command displays fare rules and restrictions. To display availability and fare information for a specific itinerary, the command is IG. To display a list of names for a specific record locator or PNR, the command is RT. TK command retrieves a stored PNR. WP issues an electronic ticket. XE displays the name of passengers on a specific PNR, and DA ends the current transaction. Next, we have DA to display general airline information, EA to display ticketing element information, PA provides passport information for a passenger, HE provides a help system for Amadeus commands, ID displays passenger identification information, JC displays class of service information, KM displays information about the Amadeus keyboard map, MM displays frequent flyer membership information, OS displays seat availability for a specific flight, and PI displays fare basis code information. So that's basically some of the commands in Amadeus.
Next, we chose some activities in Amadeus and show you their commands to explain it further. First is the command for sign in and sign out. The Amadeus system requires each user to sign in and identify themselves so that user sign-in code can be recorded in reservations. The sign-in command is often referred to as jump in due to the command identifier JI. There are 2 duty codes in use in the JI command: agent cell for travel agents only, and supervisor. So the format for the command is this. Use the command identifies which is JI and input the agent sign/duty code. For example, JI234AB/AS. Next command that we'll show you is the command to encode or decode. The travel industry, Amadeus, use codes to represent various unique items. The most typical is the use of IATA location codes to cities and airports. For example, SYD, which refers to Sydney, Australia. The process used to convert a full name of an item into a code is referred to as encoding. Decoding is the reverse process and therefore displays the description of given code. The Amadeus system provides 2 variations to the same command to display a location. The first by entering a name of location and the second by entering a city or airport code. For example, the command is DANBHUBANESHWAR to display or encode the city name Bhubaneswar. Here's how it looks like on the screen display.
next we have the availability display. The Amadeus system provides different types of online availability displays. The availability type determines the order in which flights are displayed for the availability types. We have the type code A, which refers to availability by arrival. It's display flight in arrival time in order including flights that arrive up to 2 hours prior to time specified. For type code D, it refers to the availability by departure, where flight availability is displayed in departure time. Ordering starts with flights departing up to 1 hour before the specified time. Moving on with the availability change entries. The availability change entries are used as follow-up entries after you have entered an initial availability entry. The identifier for availability change command is AC. Listed here are some of the examples of commands. We have AC-SYD to change departure city, AC-AYY to change display to all airline, AC-09FEB to change date, AC-5 to change the date to 5 days later, and AC-3 to change the date 3 days earlier.
Now we have the schedule display. The Amadeus schedule display allows you to display flights for airline carrier as well as those who do not provide reservation access to their flights in Amadeus. There are two differences between an availability and a schedule display. First, by default, Amadeus display all participating airline flights scheduled for the requested city fare even when they are closed for sales. Second, in order to display flights for airlines that have no sales agreement with Amadeus, the option /AYY is mandatory. The flights are displayed without posting level after the class code. The schedule commands allows the same types and options as used with the Amadeus availability commands. The command identifier for schedule is S. The format for this command is S, which stands for command identifier. Then input the type code, date, origin, destination, and optional entries. Example, SN10DECDELDXB, SN31AUGCCUDAC/AYY. Here's how it looks like on a screen display.
Lastly, we have the schedule display change commands. The schedule display change entries are used as follow-up entries after you have entered an initial availability entry. The identifier for schedule change commands is SC. Here are some of the command examples. SC-SYD to change departure city, SC/ALH to change airline preference, S09FEB to change the date, and SC1500 to change the time. So that wraps up our review of commands. We weren't able to include all commands, but we tried to discuss most of them, especially the basic ones. Thank you so much for watching!